Welcome back to the channel, and of course today we've got a couple of events to play during the live stream, which is going to be quite cool. We have a brand new event called the Steel Skyline event that started just earlier today, and in fact I've not really turned the game on all day, so we're going to be trying to play this event as well as, of course, cracking on with the Spotlight Hour. Now, Spotlight Hour every Tuesday 6 PM till 7 PM, and tonight is no different. It's going to feature the Steel type Pokemon Aron. So Aron is going to be spawning near us in just a little under 5 minutes time, so we've got a little bit of time just to get prepared for that and see what quest we can pick up. Now, we've managed to pick up a Duraludon quest. I don't know what that was. But we've also got a quest, make 3 excellent throws, which should be quite good. And we've got a ticket from Rev, which is awesome. Thanks very much, Rev. That is awesome that we managed to get that ticket. I don't know what you even get from that ticket. Let's have a quick look. So we've got, obviously, global challenges. We've got Steel Skyline Research, where we win 2 max battles and we get an encounter. We evolve a Pokemon, we get 10 Pokeballs, and that Steel Skyline Premium Timed Research there, which I don't know what the encounters you actually get, but Rev has brought us that ticket. Huge thanks to Rev. Rev has brought us the last few tickets now, which is super nice of him. Do really much appreciate that, Rev. Thank you very much. So yeah, I don't think I've turned the comments on yet. So yeah, comments should now be on. So hopefully you can get involved in the comments down below. So please do. So yeah, I am still a little bit flued up. We did the Max Monday yesterday where I was a little bit flued up. You can still hear it in my voice, that's for sure. Epic Gaming 75 is in the chat. Thanks very much for joining. Hopefully you're having a good day. So, Aron Spotlight Hour. So let's Mega Evolve an Aggron. Let's to get more additional XP as well as candy for Aron during the hour. And then, of course, he's also going to help with all the other steel spawns that are about at this moment in time. And then we'll also just get our buddy out because, like I say, I haven't really been playing the game today. It's one of the first days in quite a while where I've had a bit of a break from the game. But it is nice to get back on it on the live stream on Spotlight Hour. Hey Jonathan, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. How are you doing this fine day? Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. I feel a little bit better than yesterday. Perhaps still don't sound quite right, but yeah, I definitely feel a little bit better. Thanks for asking. So make 3 excellent throws was Skarmory. Okay. So of course, 559, if any of these Pokemon nearby are shiny, we do have a chance to be able to not catch them and actually wait until Aron start to spawn. But in fact, we have now just gone into that exact hour. Transfer 10 Pokemon is Trubbish. Not quite the steel type Pokemon that I was expecting, but nice one for the Stardust. So let's have a quick look and see how much XP we are currently on. 971,600. And then let's put a luck egg on. Have we got any luck eggs? Where are my lucky eggs? Did we use them all? I think we did. Let's buy some from the shop. So, free box. Scroll down. Lucky eggs are somewhere down here. There we go. Let's buy 8 lucky eggs. We'll stick 1 lucky egg on for this hour, and then we'll use Roar of Time. And while we've got that on, we might as well put our star piece on. Did you get any Duraludon? Trying to still pronounce that name, but it's still really tongue-twisting name, isn't it? No, I haven't got any at the moment. We haven't been doing any Dynamax at the moment, just because I've been at work. So I think it is an easy duo, and I am going to try and solo one after this spotlight hour is finished. So we are going to try and solo one on the stream. Whether we need a mushroom or not, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I am going to try and solo one. Be quite interesting to see what happens with that. So we are now luck egged up, star pieced up, roar of time, daily incense. We've got everything we need, and we are going. So of course we'll pick up a research task along the way for this brand new Steel Skyline event. I believe there is a research task which does actually give you a Dynamax Duraludon encounter. That research task is win 3 max battles. Now, there's a really easy way to do that. Of course, you can just do level 1 max battles, which cost 250 max particles, meaning in 750 max particle cost, you could get a Duraludon encounter, which is of course cheaper than doing a normal Dynamax battle. But if you also stack 3 of those tasks, you'll get 3 encounters for a price that is cheaper than just 1. So 750 max particles potentially to get 3 encounters. So that's a really good task. It's just whether you can find those level 1s at this moment in time. So let's scroll down. Wow, we have got loads of encounters here. So let's just carry on a little bit further, and then we'll check out what these encounters are from this research ticket, which Rev has very generously gifted me yet again. It's the second event ticket he's gifted me in a row now. Hey Kiki, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. Hopefully you're doing okay today. Incoming call, I'm going to have to miss that. I'll ignore that, they'll get the message. Hopefully that's not messed the live stream up when we get in a call. So yeah, we'll just catch these Arons around here. Right, so we have got some really nice encounters to get down here, and then a special encounter at the end, plus 800 max particles as well. So we might save them for when we're going to do more Duraludon encounters or more Duraludon battles. Maybe tomorrow after raid hour, we might do a couple more, depending on how easy the solo is, which we'll check out in just a moment after spotlight hour. But please do let me know in the comments down below if you've done your spotlight hour in your area. Did you have any luck with Aron? And also, did you get much mega energy? I've not really been keeping a tab on that, but Aron can drop mega energy tonight with 690. If somebody can try and remember that number in the comments down below, we'll see if that goes up during this hour. So again, going to take our time just catching these, and then we're going to start going through those encounters from that special research. as usual, Jonathan completely forgot about Spotlight Tower. You need to set a reminder on your phone. I would say that you could always rely on the Pokemon GO notifications that come up on your phone, but I had a notification the other day that said Dunsparce are appearing everywhere. And I was like, what? The completely normal event is finished. Why is Dunsparce now appearing? Yeah, they're always late. Shiny Aron, let's go! 506 CP. Little red eyes. I'm not joking, he looks completely stoned. You know Aron's shiny when he's completely stoned by the looks of him. Those red eyes just look like, you know, he's been on way too many drugs. But yeah, shiny Aron, let's go. Terrible shiny, as always. It was expected it was going to be terrible, but still, we got a red-eyed shiny Aron. Very, very nice. I'm happy with that. We're going to move out of the way because there's a van coming up. But I'm very, very happy with that. So early into the Spotlight Tower as well, which is brilliant. And our daily gives us a tiny Quaxley. So we've got a few more Aron around here. And then I believe there's a gym just up here as well. There is there. I don't know if we're on this gym. If we're not, we'll add on. Let's just check that in a second. Yeah, it looks like we are on it. Or there's just no room. One or the other. So we are managing those excellent throws. It's just whether we can keep consistently doing it for the XP, and also whether Aron stays in with these higher CPs over 1,000 there. It probably have a tendency to run. Hi, you all right? Hi. So excellent through that. So we just switched over to the Great Balls just to try and help us catch these a little bit easier. And there is quite a few around this gym. And then I think just past this gym it does go a little bit quiet. International Cyber Defence has commented. Well, it's just one of those things, isn't it? It's just, people will say this is not a proper game. Other people are, of course, here watching this because they enjoy Pokemon GO. I fully enjoy Pokemon GO. I fully enjoy how much it gets me out of the house, how much things I've explored because of it. So it all depends on your views of gaming. It's completely up to your view. I'm not here to say that this is the best game in the world. I'm not here to say it's the worst. I'm just here because I like it, and I'm sure everyone else viewing it is here because of the same reason. So, just a matter of opinion, effectively. I don't mind. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. But yeah, thanks very much for a comment. Do appreciate it. Oh yeah, I fully appreciate that. Fully appreciate that. I think with the likes of Pokemon GO, I think what has helped a lot of people, like with me personally, and I won't delve into too much personal things, but it's sort of like, it's got me into walking, and that really helps me mental health. So it's one of those things, you know, some games, like I play on PS5 quite a lot. I play some shooting games and stuff like that, and I play some Rocket League and different things like that. I definitely get frustrated with the likes of those because I don't like losing. I'm a terrible loser. So I think with stuff like that, it doesn't really help me mental health. You know, it makes me worse in some scenarios. If I'm already in a bad place, you know, you go on those games, you end up losing because you're already in a fueled up bad place or whatever. And then just makes you worse, really. You know, you end up raging or whatever. So yeah, I think with this, you know, when you're walking around places that I am now, you know, it's like, it's something to do while you're walking, you know. So yeah, it's really, really cool. I've really got into it. Never used to do walks. Now I do loads of charity walks every year. So yeah, it's really got me into a lot of things that, you know, I wouldn't have got into without it. So that's why it's one of those games that I really like playing. I don't mind putting money into the game because it's done a lot more for me personally than any sort of money value I can put into it. So yeah, it all depends on what you want from a game, effectively. You know, and no, it didn't come across judgy at all. But no, thanks very much for your comment. I do appreciate it. But yeah, this is the Spotlight Hour route we've picked tonight. Is the newer route that we picked, and it's not the most filled with. No, exactly. Yeah, no, that's fine. No, I really appreciate your comments. So thanks very much for getting involved. Yeah, so the route that we picked tonight isn't the best in terms of Pokestops. As you can see, there's one there that we haven't spun, hence a halo around it. And then there's a couple down there which are a little bit annoying. I'm going to just put the notifications on. Do not disturb. There we go. But what we do get, and I'll show you this through the power of my camera because it's a little bit easier. I mean, what a view. That is awesome. So yeah, I like coming with Spotlight Hour route because that view is pretty cool. I don't think I'd have been out this way if it was a first game. Do you have a referral code or something that will benefit me for signing up? Yeah, so if you type in a referral code, I mean, you can take a screenshot of this. Send a referral request by entering or scanning your friend's trainer code. Oh, right, okay. So yeah, you can or scan this QR code. Yeah, so when you join the game, I can, if you come back on one of these lives, I can type your trainer code in here, and then you'll get a referral. And then what I'll do is it will give you additional benefits. So you'll get like additional research that you can claim additional items that nobody else would be able to get and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're looking to get in the game and then pop back on another live stream, if you sub to this channel and then pop back on another live stream, I can definitely do that. So yeah, that sound. It will get you some additional bonuses. Yeah, that sound. Look forward to it, mate. Thank you very much for joining. Thanks for the sub as well. Do appreciate it. So yeah, we've got some special research as well just to claim. That ticket research that Rev got us. So let's go down and claim that. So let's scroll down. So the first encounter is a glaring Meowth. Nice little extra feral mat. Second encounter is another glaring Meowth. Are these all going to be glaring Meowths, do you reckon? Third encounter is glaring Meowth. So we had 435 then, that might be a good one. 418. Let's go again. 419. 435 is looking pretty good now. We might have to appraise that in just a second. So yeah, when you go out for walks and stuff, you just head over to collect the Pokemon which appear around you. They'll randomly appear. So you can see as I'm walking on the map, it gives you an outline, pretty much like a dumbed down version of Google Maps effectively. And as I'm walking across, these Pokemon keep on appearing. So keep catching them. You'll earn XP points through catching them, and obviously level up through that. And then there's also additional things that you can interact with. So Pokestops, these are the points of interest and stuff like that. So there's points of interest, which in cities and towns, there's absolutely loads. Where I am, there's few and far between, as you can see around me at the moment. But when you get so many points of interest within a particular small area or close together, you'll start to get what we call gyms. So then you can add your Pokemon, you can defend those gyms, you can then battle other Pokemon, so legendaries and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really, really good. It definitely gets you out and about. It's definitely helped me with my anxiety and stuff like that, and helping meet people, because I would never normally meet people. You know, I'd never make a conscious effort to meet and talk to people in my community, but this game has helped me really do that, because now I'm a community leader and I'm running a group of 200 or more people. So yeah, I host all the community events now. So again, it's something I'd never thought I'd do, but this game has given us sort of like a, you know, it's a lot easier to talk to somebody if you've got like a common interest. So of course, if people are coming up to the meetups, straight away you've got a common interest, straight away you've got a topic you can talk about. It's just a lot easier then to start a conversation. So yeah, it's really, really good for that sort of thing. So yeah, just give it a go, see how you like it. If you do like going for walks and different things like that, it might be something you just turn on every time you go for a walk. It might be, and the good thing is you don't have to play it in a specific way. You know, you can take your time, you can level up as you know, just go for walks and one thing and another. You can, you know, if you see somebody who's doing Pokemon Go as you walk past them, you can interact with them, you can add them as a friend and different things like that. And then there's always the likes of Twitter and stuff like that, where you can always find more friends on there and add friends through that and different things like that. But it is a really, really secure game. There's no way that people can message you through the game. So, of course, a lot of kids play this game and a lot of under 18. So it's really, really secure, so that people can't talk to people who are underage and stuff like that. So we've really thought about it. So yeah, it's definitely worth giving it a go, seeing how you think about it. It might just be something you play casually. You might really get into it if you're a bit of a collector maniac and want to try and catch them all. Obviously the name of the game. But yeah, simple thing is, of course, just download it, give it a go when you next go out and about on a walk. Try and interact with some Pokestops. So when you get up to these Pokestops, you'll see in a minute as I go across here and we interact with one of them. You can click on the Pokestop, you can spin it, and that's the way you'll get items like Pokeballs and stuff like that. And that's what you use to catch these wild Pokemon that randomly appear. So yeah, really, really good way to try and give it a go. Now, there's a lot of people inviting me to these battles, but we have got one more encounter of Glaring Meowth. And then we just need to go check that 435, because if we scroll down, we had a 435 Glaring Meowth, and it isn't quite a hundo, but it's a very, very good one. 15, 14, 11. So missing 5 in total, 89 IV for that one. So that was our best from that research. But I wonder what the last additional bonus is going to give us. We might not collect that just at the moment in time, because we have quite a few free particles still to collect. And I think if we did collect that at the end, it will give us an additional 800. Yes, it will. So we'll leave that just for a minute, and we may have to attempt a solo of a new Dynamax before seeing what that encounter actually is. So yeah, we'll carry on catching Arons for now and see if we can drop on a second shiny of the night. Let's just have a quick run down and see if we've got any hundos. No, we haven't. So no hundos tonight. We have had one shiny. That shiny Aron there. A 0-star, but a very, very cool shiny with a red eyes instead of the normal blue. And it has that green body under its shell as well. That dark green body. Whereas the normal one is a bit like a greyish colour. So those are the main two differences of it. So we'll catch all these. And then there's going to be loads spawning near this gym. And we'll just see where we are as well with any research tasks. We've got transfer 10 Pokemon again. Let's do that now. We'll save any extra large and extra small. And let's make sure we got an egg hatching or in an incubator ready to hatch. So earn 10 hearts with your buddy. I don't know what that was. You can't socialise straight through Pokemon GO, but there are apps like Campfire where you can meet local people, or as he said, you make friends through stuff like Twitter and Discord. Yeah, exactly. So it's really, really secure. It's not one of those apps where you can just literally jump on and start giving abuse to anybody over a microphone or whatever, like on PlayStation or whatever like that. I know you can change your settings so that you can only speak to people in your lobby or whatever like that on PlayStation on certain games. But yeah, this is really, really secure. There's no way that you can message people like on PlayStation Network and stuff like that. It is just a case that you have to have a different app, and you can only sign up to that app if you are an adult as well. So the likes of Campfire, kids can't download that. You have to have an adult's account. And if your parent was the person who set up your Pokemon GO account, they would have probably set you up a kids account, which is a little bit more restricted, meaning you can't download the likes of Campfire and stuff like that. But yeah, it is a really, really secure game. It is definitely one that has really been thought about. Of course, a lot of the player base and a lot of people interested in Pokemon GO are younger people, as well as, of course, the people like my age who grew up with it. So, you know, it does have a wide range of age interest now. But yeah, it is a really, really secure game, which I really like about it. My son even plays it, and I have no problems and no hesitation that he'll be absolutely fine. Because like I say, I know he can't talk to anybody through it. And the only people he's going to meet are the people he's already met in my local community. So it's really, really secure, which is another thing I really like about it. So this is a Pokestop. If you click on it and spin it, like I've just done, you'll get this little photo disc and you just spin that. Once you've spun it, you'll get these items pop up in the balloons. And when you pop them, you will get those items in your storage. And that's the items you can use to help catch these Pokemon. So yeah, it's definitely worth just giving it a go. Download it when you're on your next walk or anything like that. And just generally just give it a go. It might be something you like, it might be something you don't, but everybody's interest is different, so I don't expect everybody to download the game and fall in love with it. Even I at first didn't fall in love with the game when I first downloaded it. I ended up uninstalling it after a couple of weeks, and then it was only about a year after that that I reinstalled it when my son started getting into the Pokemon series through like the TV series and stuff like that. I re-downloaded it then, and I've never stopped. Never stopped since. So that was about back in 2018 sometime. And that's when I started playing properly. I've got a Drillbur, 565 Drillbur. Not a hundo, but still not half bad. So these gyms, like I say, these are because there is another point of interest close by. So some things will turn into gyms. And again, these are photo discs of the top of them that you can spin and get items from, like we've just done there. Excuse me. Like I say, I do apologise, I'm a little bit flued up still. Hopefully we'll be a little bit better next week. Hopefully it's not going to stick around too long. Like I say, I do feel a little bit more better than I did yesterday. But still, it's still lurking about at this moment in time. There's a lot of people doing these Dynamax battles, these new Dynamaxes. I mean, I don't know why I'm so surprised, but there's a lot of people inviting me as well. It's just been constant invites this hour so far. Is nobody doing Aron Spotlight Hour? Am I the only one doing Aron Spotlight Hour? So let's just see if we have got any friendship bonuses to go up today. Let's type in friend level 3 and check out if we've got anybody going best friends today. I think Beat Project is still a couple of days away, but we'll open up that gift. Level 2, we've got Adidas, which is going in 2 days' time. We'll send him a gift. We can't interact with him today, we already have done. And again, Bartex, we will send them a gift. And Hoddle, we will open his. Friendship level 1, let's see what we've got. Nobody leveling up today. So yeah, no friendships levels today. So let's carry on with these excellent throws. Now, of course, the good thing about getting used to doing excellent throws on a Pokemon like this, on a Spotlight Hour or Community Day, is that you can really get the muscle memory for it and keep on smashing out those excellent throws. And of course, at the moment, of course, with that Lucky Egg, we get 2 times catch XP, because that Lucky Egg doubles it. But we also have a further 2 times catch XP because of that XP celebration bonus event. So that goes on until October 14th, meaning all the Arons that we're catching here at this moment in time, if we follow this one through, damn, we got to work on that best friend. Yeah, we have. I do need to try and keep reminding myself to send you a gift every day. So yeah, excellent throw, as you can see there, and we get 4,340 candy. XP for that. So loads of XP if you manage to hit these excellent throws with a Lucky Egg on at the moment. And like I say, that's going to go on until October the 14th. So if you are wanting to level up quickly, now is the time to do it. Get yourself out and about and hitting those excellent throws. It might take you a little bit. You might just have to wait a few seconds longer to throw a Pokeball just to get that excellent throw right. But once you've got it bang on, it is definitely worth those few additional seconds. Another invite coming through for a new Dynamax. Rare candy off that research task. Always nice to get the rare candies. No, we don't want to get the deluxe. Use 20 berries to help catch Pokemon. We need to try and remember to use berries. Let's do that now. On a roll with the excellent throws. We should perhaps do that. Somebody keep a tab on how many excellent throws I'm doing in a row in the comments. Another one. Shelmet's going to mess it up though now. Guarantee it. Great throw. Of course he does. And a great throw again on Aron. So, global challenge at the moment. Once we've completed 30 million field researches globally, we will get the following bonuses, which include additional candy for catching Pokemon with nice, great, and excellent throws, and an increased chance to receive Candy XL for catching Pokemon with nice, great, and excellent throws. So we should be able to get those if we do that global challenge. So let's carry on doing those research tasks and carry on hitting these excellent throws as well. Missing out on the excellent throw on that occasion. So our roar of time have now faded away. We have now got 27 minutes left on our daily adventure in Sense, which will see us right up until the end of Spotlight Hour at 7 PM. Magnemite appearing in the wild, annoyingly difficult to throw when they start moving about. So you just have to try and throw as quickly as you can with Magnemite. Just because he does like to move about the place. It's virtually like the steel equivalent of Zubat. It just loves flying around the screen. Again, I apologise for the coughing. So what seems to be happening today as well is these Dynamaxes only seem to have half-an-hour timers on, which is quite interesting. Half-an-hour timers on the Dynamaxes. And that, of course, means they refresh a lot quicker, meaning that if you are after that new Dynamax, that Duraludon, then you are going to see those appearing around you a little bit more often throughout the day. Of course, that is mainly to try and entice people to come out and take down that new Dynamax battle boss. Now, I don't know if anybody can tell me in the comments, but if we do solo a Duraludon after Spotlight Hour, what is the best counter for it? What do we need to have in our team to try and take that down? I would say Blissey as a tank. Maybe Metagross as a tank. Just because it's the same typing. And then what is an attacker? What is your main attacker that we need to have? Nearly claimed that then. I nearly claimed that special research. Need to just hold back on that. Duraludon is soloable, but depends on what moves of my friendship. It's got you with Mushroom, and Dragon Claw failed with Hyper Beam. Right, okay, yeah, Hyper Beam is going to be a really powerful attack. So yeah, thanks for that info, Jonathan. What did we use as a main attacker by any chance? I'm guessing a fire type? Charizard? Cinderace. I mean, a good thing with these Dynamax battles is that you can try and solo it, and if you don't, let me ask him. Cheers, Jonathan, thank you very much. So yeah, the good things with these Dynamax is that you can try and solo it, and if you don't manage to do it, you won't lose any max particles. You only lose the max particles if you complete the battle. Very different to a raid. You lose a raid pass as soon as you put that raid pass in and you enter a battle. With Dynamax battles, you don't. So it is very, very nice. You can just try and solo this, even if you don't know if it's doable or not. You can definitely just have a go and see how close you can get to that solo. Two excellent throws. We're going to Magnemite. And we got a Jangamo, which of course isn't an event task, but still nice to see a Jangamo. Couple more excellent throws. 22 minutes remaining of the spotlight hour. Would be nice to try and find some of those Duraludon tasks, to be fair, from these Pokestops if we can. So we are heading to an area which should poke. There we go, win 3 Dynamax battles. That is the task we want. So we'll head round to these, see if we can find more of those 3 excellent throws. I think that was Trubbish, wasn't it? If I remember right. Hopefully do that pretty quickly with these Arons. There we go, make 3 excellent throws. It's a Skamori, sorry. Trubbish was transferred 10, wasn't it, I believe. There we go, quite an easy excellent throw as well on Skamori. So loads of Aron. Let's just get the research task from that stop there. We have catch 5 Pokemon. Let's see what that rewards us. So messing up on the excellent throws here now. Come on, let's get this back. There we go. Excellent throw on that occasion. Messing up again. There we go. Let's get on a roll again. Jumped at the wrong time, that wasn't very good. Let's see if we can just reach this one. There we go. And of course, Rocket Start, get ready to be defeated. Spin 5 Pokestops or gyms. Okay. Right, okay. Okay, cheers for that, Jonathan. Yeah, Zacian will be quite a good tank, I suppose. I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and do a solo without a mushroom, and then do a solo with a mushroom and see what we can get down to. Whether we need a mushroom or not. We'll have to wait and see, I think. Right, so we've got to spin a Pokestop, and let's add on this one. Let's go Epion. Try and start an Eevee collection on that gym. Ten Grass type, that's not the best task to get during a steel event. Definitely not. We'll delete that. Right, what is this stop down here? We have another gym which we can add on if we're not already on it. So let's spin this gym. And can we add on it? No, we're already on it. That is our Noibat. It does mean we've just completed that research. And we've got win a battle in the Go Battle League. That is not a very good research to have during a steel event yet again. So let's bin that research off. So 6:46. Got around about 14 minutes left of the Spotlight Hour, Aron Spotlight Hour. Let's just have a quick look and see if we've been lucky enough to get ourselves a hundo. No, we haven't, unfortunately not. But are we missing hundo, Aron? Or have we already been sorted? No, we've already got 3 already. One's Mega currently, one as an Agron, which I've Mega'd in the past, and then one there sat there as an Aron. So we don't particularly need it. Nice little droopy Hatcho. 416 on Droopy. Let's see. It's a 2-star. 14, 11, 11. Not brilliant. And when is our next egg hatching? We've got a 8-kilometre egg, or 12-kilometre egg, sorry. Obviously reduced to 8 because we're using a super incubator. We've got our hatching in just a moment. So let's see what that brings us. And then where does that leave us with the XP time research? We'll actually be jumping onto the next page when that comes in. So that'll be quite nice. Especially if we can claim that before the lucky egg runs out. We'll get double the amount of XP that's going to give us. Pancham. Used to get really excited when I saw a Pancham on the daily adventure incense. No, not so much. After it had that research day, we managed to grab a shiny event. And since then it's lost a little bit of its little bit of its rarity as such. Research task, what have we got? We've got win a max battle. We'll keep it for now. We're going to try and do one of those max battles, so we might as well keep it for now. Let's see what this one is. Win 3 Dynamax battles. Yes, that is the one we want. So we'll delete that win a max battle now, just so we can see what these other tasks are, because if we can get 3 of these tasks stacked up, then it'll be very interesting when we start doing these Dynamaxes. That's 12 eggs. We have done it. We have finally done it. I don't know what the egg is. It's hatched without us knowing. Sandile, 565 Sandile, and it's basically a middle finger. Not the stats we wanted, but still. It means we can tick off this research. So let's scroll down. And 17,000 XP will be 34, and then 43,000 there will be 86. Very, very nice amount of XP. And what else had we completed at that time? If we go across to this page, there was a win. There was a hatch 3 eggs. It could have been on that weekly task bit actually, which made us rank up a few places. Let's spin this stop, see what we get. Transfer 10 Pokemon. We can do that pretty easily. Let's do that now. And what do we get from this next stop? Once we've caught this Trubbish. Let's stack that Trubbish, in fact. It's a high Stardust one. We'll stack it for when there's a Stardust event. Make 5 nice throws. We might as well do it. It's going to be easy to do. Excellent throw. I remember when I first got these sort of tasks where it was a specific throw, i.e. nice throws and stuff. I didn't think that the likes of an excellent throw or great throw would count. I thought that you'd have to do a nice one, but it is just nice or better. And 4 excellents in a row is definitely nice. 5. Let's see if we can keep this roll going. 5 excellents on a row. No. 5 in a row and that's it. Messed it up on the 6th one. We're back to 3. 3 excellents in a row. Aron, why are you hitting us at that time? We could have done an excellent throw there. This one's moving about loads. Look how much he's moving. What on earth is this Aron doing? Is this like some sort of hundo or something? It won't be, will it? It'll be absolutely terrible. Yeah, absolutely terrible. Just wanted to be awkward for us at that moment in time. unlike that one. So, the next page of the XP celebrations, we've got to use 155 berries to help catch Pokemon. We've got to explore 21 kilometers, and we've got to power up a Pokemon 14 times. That's a little bit annoying, but we have got a power up Pokemon in mind. Let's see if we can power him up 14 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. Also got power up Pokemon 15 times, so let's just do that once more. I think that might be the weekly task. Let's use a berry. Might as well start on 155 that we've got to use. So, let's scroll down. We have got that to claim, which again will be doubled to 37,000. We've got that one to claim. And then we are in the last 7 minutes of this spotlight hour. How many of these 155 berries can we use in the next 7 minutes? Not many, I don't think. Mainly because of me forgetting to use them will be the thing. Let's see how we go. So don't forget, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please share it amongst your friends as well. We are live for the next 15 minutes or so. We've got, of course, 7 minutes of this. And then we'll try and solo one of these brand new Dynamax battles as well. Duraludon. Still a tongue twister. But yeah, Duraludon is about now in Dynamax, tier 4 Dynamax. And it costs 800 max particles to take down. But it is available as shiny straight away. And I fully expect the shiny odds to be around 1 in 64 as well. So boosted shiny odds to what we're normally used to on Dynamax. With the level 1s and level 3s. Most of them of which are 1 in 512. Now let's spin these gyms and complete this other research that we've got somewhere. There we go. Another stage on this month's pass. So I don't know if anybody else has been lucky enough to pick up that task. It's probably going to be the hardest one to find this event. The win 3 Dynamax battles task. Like I was mentioning before, that is the main task to go after this event. Just because it does have an encounter with that new Pokemon, with Duraludon. And it's also the Dynamax Duraludon. I don't think the normal Duraludon has actually been released in the game. I think it's just the Dynamax at this moment in time. And I believe it does have a Gigantamax as well. So if you're not one of those to go mad after Dynamaxes, a bit like me, I only tend to go after them if I've got the 3 max particles. Unless, of course, it's a Gigantamax, then I'll start to spend particle packs. And that is just because the Gigantamaxes are so much more powerful. But I do make the odd exception with Dynamax, especially if it's the likes of Ghastly. Say that to the first Pokestop I spawn. So maybe they are common, or maybe Jonathan's just got the Jonathan luck. I found 2 so far this spotlight hour. I'd say we've spun around about 10 to 15 Pokestops now. And we've had 2. So not bad odds at the moment. We might have just been very, very lucky. Not as lucky as Jonathan, 1 for 1. But still, we might have just been very, very lucky. Need to keep remembering to use berries. Oh, right, yeah. So perhaps it was just pure beginner's luck there with the first stop. Beginning of the day. and got your first task off a stop. So 3 more minutes of the lucky eggs and stuff, 3 more minutes of spotlight hour to go. And once spotlight hour is finished, we will see what this closest Dynamax actually turns into, whether it's the new one or whether it is another 1 or 2 star Dynamax or 3 star that it's currently got on with Steelix, with Beldum. So of those 155 berries, we've used 18 so far. 19. Let's see if we can get to 30 before the end of the spotlight hour. Huge Aron, that would have been a nice shiny. That would have been a very, very cool shiny. Still haven't quite got used to the berries being in that position after the more recent update. When we stacked them on top of each other like we have now. Still haven't quite got used to that. Not used to the berries taking up so much of a screen when I click on them. $6:59, the last minute of the spotlight hour. Can any of these be shiny for us and finish the spotlight hour on a high? Still trying to get those excellent throws out with the last few seconds on the luck egg. 29 berries, this will be 30. We did manage to hit 30 before 7 PM. Excellent throw. Can we do a couple more of them before it finishes? No, this is the last Aron. It is turned 7 o'clock now, so these will despawn. As you can see, when we click on them, they are just disappearing now. So let's spin that gem. And then let's spin that stop. What task do we get from here? Transfer 10 Pokemon. Let's do that now while we've got these Arons sat here. Trubbish, again, we'll stack that. Clink as a spawn. That's a nice spawn. Terrible throw. 25 seconds to go. Just enough time to catch this Glaring Meowth with an excellent throw. And hopefully this Wooloo with an excellent throw. Great throw on that occasion. And annoyingly, this Dynamax has turned into a P-Dove. Super annoying, that. We'll have a quick look and see if there's any Duraludon nearby in just a second. Oh no, it's changed back to Beldum. Beldum now. So what have we got down here? We've got Hamps Hall Barn. Where the hell is Hamps Hall Barn? That is that one right across there. That is not ideal. I'm interested to see what that Phalanx turns into, because that won't stay as Phalanx, because it's got a 1-day timer and it will change to something else with a 30-minute timer in just a second. There we go. It's changed to Beldum. Of course it has. So what it wants us to walk to is the furthest one away. That is not ideal. That is not what I wanted to see. But what we're going to do is we're going to head down this road and head towards where that Beldum is, down there. Not because we're going to do a Beldum, but because normally when we get down to that sort of area, we can see a few more Dynamaxes near there. And that hopefully means we can find a Duraludon nearby. And if we don't manage to find one on tonight's live stream, then don't worry, because I will make sure to wait until one pops up nearby. I'll head out to it and I will record it again as a YouTube short. So you'll be able to tune into that and we'll post that up later on, how we managed to get on with a solo without mushroom. And then if we do require a mushroom, the difference when you do add that mushroom on. So keep an eye out for that if we don't manage to do one in just a moment. But like I say, we will head down there first. We'll see if there's any about when we get down this way. Make 5 nice throws. Let's see if we can do that before we get to the next Pokestop. We need Pokemon to spawn first to be able to do that. But in terms of XP wise, let's see what we earned during that hour. So we actually went up just over 1 million XP there, 1.1 million XP in an hour, which was decent, very, very decent for an hour's worth. Super cool to be able to go that much. 4-star, no hundos, and of course we did get that shiny, so there is a nickname opportunity there. If anybody would like to nickname that while we are live, if you can think of anything to nickname this red-eyed Aron, then let me know in the comments and we'll change its name to your given choice. But just a 1 shiny tonight, which still quite pleased about. It is full odds, 1 in 512. So I'm sure there's many people tonight that didn't manage to get any, unfortunately. So we are very lucky to get one. One more nice throw. Maybe on that Diglett. There we go. Excellent throw on that Diglett. Grimer. 5-7 on a Grimer. Don't know if that's any good or not, but we'll check in just a moment. And research task is catch 5 Pokemon. So again, we should be able to do that until we get to the next stop. So it is getting that time of year now here in the UK where come the end of Spotlight Hour, it has started going a bit dark. As you can see, the dusk is starting to settle in, and it will only be a couple of weeks until the clocks change as well. So we will have to alter our Spotlight Hour route just because there's no street lights along that route. So we'll start heading down a more easier to navigate route. But yeah, we should be okay for the next week or so, but maybe the week after next we might have to change our route a little bit, but we'll see how we go over the next week or so. But yeah, another Pokestop coming in just a second. We'll be able to claim that one and see what we get. One more Pokemon to catch and then we can complete that research task. Now there is a Excadrill down there on a Dynamax. There's a Mega down there, which of course there's 3 different Megas currently in raids. All the current Steel type Megas are available on Mega raids. Mega Steelix, Mega Scizor, and of course Mega Lucario, which is probably the most sought after one. Droba from research task, we don't mind that. Droba is a very, very cool Pokemon. And it will have a new Mega coming out for Pokemon Legends ZA. It has been leaked. Not officially confirmed yet, but I fully expect it to be part of one of the DLCs where we'll get Mega Excadrill, which will be super cool because Excadrill is already a very, very good ground and steel type of a game. And it may even get even better with a Mega. Well, it will get even better with a Mega. Maybe getting closer towards that Primal Groudon sort of thing in terms of a ground type. Either way, it's going to look super cool, and Excadrill is already a very, very cool looking mole. And it's going to only get even better with a Mega Evolution, no doubt about it. I'm interested to see what a shiny Mega looks like as well, because the shiny does look pretty cool with Excadrill. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about that one. So we've already spawned this Pokestop here. So again, we'll walk a little further down just to see if we can. That one, unfortunately, is a Rookidee. So no new Dynamaxes that we can easily get to, except for that one, which is absolutely miles away. But yeah, none of the new Dynamax that we can easily get to, unfortunately. So what I'll do is I will end the live stream in just a second, and what we'll probably do is, once I've done that, if I do find another Duraludon out and about over the next hour or so, I'll head out to it and I will record it as a YouTube short or a YouTube video, and I will stick that up on my YouTube channel. So keep an eye out for any videos being uploaded tonight, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell on, and you won't miss when we update that on. And if I have got time, and if it's not too dark, I may even go live on TikTok to do a Duraludon battle. But if not, we'll probably go live on TikTok later this week. I've never done a TikTok live. If you haven't yet checked out my TikTok, make sure to go follow me across there. Just Danzo Biggins, same as what it is on YouTube. Make sure to go check me out on TikTok. And we may do a TikTok live for the first time later this week as well. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, thanks very much everybody for tuning in tonight. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell on, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.